Hello, this is Steven Talbert. Today I'm talking about Fast and Furious 7. I got to see it over the weekend. I've never really have been a Fast and Furious fan. I saw like the first one and it kind of steamed off for me. And this past weekend, I've got to see the newest film in this franchise series. I had a lot of buddies who they said they've really enjoyed it, but I just really kind of the past couple of years I've kind of paid it really no attention. If I remember right, the first one was a really big success, which I remember watching myself. In the past couple of the ones after, it wasn't really great until it really hit Fast and Furious 4, and then the fifth and sixth movies have been really well in the box office, and I've been told those are really great films, which I'm probably in the next maybe I'm probably going to try to watch them fairly soon. This movie overall was a really good film. I really did enjoy what I saw from the movie. I really do like Vin Diesel and The Rock. Those are two of my almost favorite action heroes, and Vin Diesel especially. He's kind of one of my favorites. I wish there was actually. I was talking to a lot of people. I wish there was more Vin Diesel films. There's just not a lot out there. The ones that he does make are like the Riddick and just the different ones like that. He just makes really good action films, and he did a great job doing his role in this film. The movie had three really great stars, with Jason Statham as the bad guy. By the way, spoilers. I probably will be talking about some things kind of spoilerific. Although there really, to my opinion, there wasn't like any huge like this is amazing action, but I think in general there were just really solid action. There was some great stunts that they did with their cars and stuff like that, but into the heart of it, it was just a fun cars and guns and crowbar, bring out your crowbar and do a street fight type thing. Really enjoyed kind of that type of feel. One of the biggest things I was really interested in was how they deal with Paul Walker, which is one of the longest running guys who did it, but he died in the midst of this movie, in the creation of this movie. And so it was really interesting to see what do they do with Paul Walker? Do they rewrite the script? They had I think they had half the film already done with Paul Walker, and so what do they do? And do they CGI this guy? I think a lot of people are just wondering when. I was at least wondering is when will Paul Walker die in the film? Is he going to get killed? Like I remember that bus scene where he was all over the edge. It was like, why not just kill him there? Or there's some other scenes like in the dark where it's like, why not kill him there? But I really did enjoy kind of the ending where they they saved the guy. They didn't kill him off, but they definitely gave really nice tribute at the end. It was obvious that Paul Walker had passed at the end. Right at the end of that, when they created the last scene, it was post Paul Walker, and I think what the guys said was really kind of what they thought and what they believed and what they kind of their last respects to Paul Walker. And I thought they did it really well with the guy who died kind of midway through this film. And it's hard to see him go. I think it made a lot of people choke up. All the guys I was kind of watching were like, yeah, this is really sad. There's a lot of great, there were some memes on Facebook and stuff like that. It was like too fast, like too furious, and kind of, how you act kind of before these past films, but everybody's like, like crying and all that. But it was really cool to see how they did with Paul Walker, and I really honestly think he was he probably was the second guy that carried the film, other than Vin Diesel. I think one of the other interesting questions is, will there be a sequel to this movie? Yeah, I think so. This movie, I think, has made $500 million in 2 weeks. In the box office. It probably could be upwards to $1 billion at the end of when it's all said and done. So realistically, this will be, I think it's already passed in terms of most money done in terms of that series. And so I think we'll definitely see an eighth film, and hopefully it'll live up almost to the hype of the the sixth and the seventh movie, and we may even see more like an eighth or a ninth or a 10th, and hopefully they'll carry on without Paul Walker, who's definitely been instrumental in these movies. And hopefully we'll see, maybe we'll see a better lineup of more people. What I've been hearing about some of the criticism is it wasn't just a deep level of just talent. We do have, these three really good guys, Jason Statham, The Rock, and Vin Diesel, and I guess you want to call Ludacris, you can put him in that list of people. But there was a sense that just their talent wasn't as much in the previous movies. It'll be interesting if they try to get more and more talent into this movie. Hopefully they don't make it as like a Expendables type movie, but try to add maybe some extra people and make it really good. I like some of the characters they did add, like the female hacker that they did save, and so I'm looking forward to see where they use her. Could there be like a love story with Ludacris or Tyrese or something like that? It will be interesting to see where that's headed in the coming future, and I'm excited and looking forward to the next film. I'll probably try to watch the 5th and 6th movies because I haven't really seen them, and so I hope you really like my impressions of Fast and Furious 7. Like it if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to hear more of me, just talk about movies to games to video games, just keep on subscribing. Alright, thank you.